You want to have a day where everything flows smoothly, right? The perfect day where you stay focused, productive, and healthy. Well, it takes years to build a routine that consistently bumps out perfect days, but it only takes one moment to ruin everything. Now, the one positive in this entire situation is that we can stop that one bad moment from snowballing into an entire bad day. So if you want to learn, then I suggest you keep watching, because I'm going to be sharing everything that I've learned so far and what I'm going to be implementing into my life from now on. It was a regular Saturday morning. I had just woken up and I was just minding my own business, having my breakfast. And then all of a sudden, I got into an argument with a family member. It wasn't anything serious, we were just arguing over something stupid. Nevertheless, that one incident, it was enough to completely change my mood. I went from being relaxed and happy in the morning to just being stressed and pissed off for the rest of the day. And at the time, I didn't even notice it. I just went on with my life. But surprise, surprise, I ended up having a really shitty day. And I could be arrogant and say that I was unlucky, but that's not really what happened. After the argument, I started accumulating this negative energy around me. And when you start to get into a bad mood, it's so hard to turn it around. You start to see everything in a negative light, and all of a sudden you become easily irritable, and it seems like nothing is going your way. So instead of resetting my brain and changing my mindset, I just stayed the same, and I allowed that one bad moment to completely ruin my day. What I didn't understand back then was that once you let negativity take hold, it's like a snowball effect. The more it rolls, the bigger it gets, and that's exactly what happened to me. So if there is one thing that I've realized over the years, is that momentum is everything. And I know that may sound a little weird, but just stick with me for a minute. If you are consistently going to the gym, you're consistently reading your books, you're consistently doing the work that you have to do, and it just feels like you're on autopilot, you're just a machine that's doing everything. Try your best to not lose that momentum, bro, because once you get to a certain level, and if you can keep that momentum going, you're going to reach heights that you never thought were possible. The negative part is that all it takes to ruin that momentum is a bad day, and all it takes to create a bad day is a bad moment. Here's a fun little analogy for you. Imagine every single day you received $86,400, specific amount, okay? And you just so happened one day to lose a $500 bill. You don't know what happened, you don't know where you lost it, you just lost the bill. Would you spend the rest of the day looking for that $500 bill, or would you spend the rest of the day actually enjoying the rest of the money, the rest of the $85,900? The latter, right? Of course, no one in the right mind would spend the rest of the day chasing that $500 bill, because it's just irrational. Now I want you to realize that we're not talking about dollars here. We're talking about seconds, and every single day has 86,400 seconds. So, if you had 500 seconds where you had a bad argument, or you had a bad moment, it is completely irrational to allow that bad moment to turn into a bad day. You're essentially thinking, okay, I lost these $500, but now I'm gonna throw away the other 80 something thousand dollars. So when we think about it in a money perspective, it's obvious to us that the right choice is to just move on. But when you're simply living out your life, it's much harder to reach the same conclusion. Our brains are used to think a certain way, so we just gotta rewire them. So if you're still watching, you've already realized that we cannot allow one bad moment to snowball into a bad day, into a bad life. But how can we actually stop it? So every person is different, right? Some people use meditation, for example, to get rid of the stress. Me personally, I use running. It's my way of meditating, I just grab my shoes and I go run. It's just me and nature, and I don't know, there's something peaceful about it. For you, it might be completely different, it might be journaling, it might be going to the gym, going for a walk, I just encourage you to actually try different things out and to see what actually works for you. So the next time you get into an argument, just, keep it in the back of your head once the argument is over. I just lost a $500 bill. I still have a ton of money left to spend. And look, sometimes it's gonna be really hard to get over the argument, but once you start implementing this, you'll notice, or at least I noticed, that most of the days that I live are now good days. I may have a bad moment in a day, but that doesn't imply that the day was bad. It was just, okay, those 500 or 600 seconds I had a bad time, but then we moved on and I still did amazing things for the rest of the day. So I just don't want you guys to classify an entire day because a certain event happens. Just move on, bro. We have so much to live, and I don't want you guys to get stuck on one bad little thing. If you're still watching, you're a real one, bro. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually raining out here. Yeah, I guess winter is coming. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you.